everyone, it's Marian. So today I'm going on an errands vlog. I haven't done this in a while, so we're gonna go to the dollar store to check out their spring and gardening items that are already out, and then to Lowe's to check out their houseplants. And you might think it's a little bit too early for that, but usually at the dollar store, at least in my area, if you want to get the really good spring and gardening stuff, you have to go get them now. If you wait until like March to do it or even late February, most of the good stuff is already gone, and they usually have a lot of their spring and gardening items already out, if not all already. So let's go and head to the dollar store.
All right, so we're here at the dollar store. They have their Valentine's note line in the window, really cute. And they do have their Valentine's all the way to Easter stuff out, but they also have all their gardening stuff out already. So let's go check them out and see what they have. So first they have this wire wreath. They have the circular ones and also the heart ones for Valentine's, and they even have the bunny and egg ones for Easter and this wheelbarrow, which might get a good DIY. And one of the things that I like getting in dollar store is their pruning shears. They're always good. And they also have this watering globe that I never tried yet, but I might get a couple sometime. And they have their nursery pots, which is great if you're propagating plants or even trying to grow seeds for the upcoming growing season. And they have their planters. Most of them are plastic, and you have a self watering one here. They come in different colors. They have the metal ones, but I don't really like them. And they have this ones. The only thing that I don't like about their planters is they don't have pre drilled holes. They do have spots underneath the planters that I assume will make it easier for you to drill the holes or poke the holes underneath them, but I wish that just came pre-drilled because I don't think it makes sense for any of these spots to not have any drainage. Although I guess you could use some of these, especially the larger ones like this, as cash bows if you'd like. But I just wish they had pre-drilled ones as an option so you'd have to do it yourself. Then that would be nice. And they also have this trays and saucers for the plants, which I think is the only size that I saw. And they have the smaller ones of the three planter that is stackable. And they have this hanging planters that is made of plastic with the thread or macrame wire for hanging. And they have this plant clips and their gardening gloves. I do like their gardening gloves. They don't typically last for more than a season though, but they are $1.25. And they have now potting soil at the Dollar Tree. And this is the one thing new that I saw that's not really a gardening item, but it's a candy jar that would make a great terrarium. And they have this watering cans that come in four really nice candy colors like the yellow, the pink, the teal, and the purple. So they're good watering cans, and for $1.25, that's a good deal. They're usually expensive in other places. And some florals, but honestly, I rather get them at Hobby Lobby because for a little bit more price, you can get really nice ones. And this macrame thread, the cocoa coir liner planter for the wire hanging planters that they have, and these things. I guess if you're into this, they have it, but I do like the one that just paint by yourself, like that gnome. It's white, you can keep it white, or you can paint it the colors that you want. So I think that's a good DIY activity. And they have also that mushroom over there that honestly can be mistaken for an anthropology item if you've seen their mushroom stuff on their website. And then they have this grow it kits, the daisy ones, and also another one that can be used as a terrarium or a hanging planter. And they have a macrame that's already tied up for you to hang up plants, which makes it convenient, I guess. And I like this one. This is where you could hang plants outside. You stick it on the soil and hang your plants there. And they got like rocks and pebbles for terrariums, or you can use as decorative toppers on your plants. And they have flower bulbs and seeds, and they have different kinds in large packets, like a mixed seed packets. And I did grab some of those, which I'm going to show you later which ones that I got. And I do like buying my seeds from the dollar store. And when I saw this wreath, I know it'll make a great DIY, but I don't know for what. And if you're someone who likes to mount your plants, there are some great options at the crafting section.
So I just got back to the dollar store. They did have the spring and gardening stuff out already, and they have quite a lot, but I didn't see anything new, and I don't know if they still have something else to bring out. They probably do because I didn't see many seeds. Usually I like to get my seeds from the Dollar Tree. They work just as fine as any other seeds in my opinion. But I did get a couple of seeds, which are these. First one is the wildflower blend for the shaded area. This one is for the hummingbirds. And this one is for the birds and butterfly. I'm pretty sure they're all kind of the same, but I want to make sure I did get the shade area because I'm using it for one of my garden beds, maybe two in the backyard that is in a shaded area. And I just want a plot that is just for like wildflowers. Because like when I go to like urban community gardens, especially in New York City, like in the Highline area, all they have are just like native plants that are like wildflowers. Even Chicago, I saw that. So I kind of like want a plot in the garden that are just wildflowers. And with this one, these are perennials, so I don't have to worry about that garden bed. Every single time spring comes along, I have to figure out what to do with it. So I would just have like one plot that is set every year that would have wildflowers for the birds and butterflies and everyone else to enjoy. So if you want to go get seeds, go get them from the dollar store. I think they're worth it. They work really well. They grow really well. And these are the first things to go among your spring and gardening items. You might still see the planters and all of the rest of the stuff that I showed you in this vlog, but the seeds are definitely the ones to go first. So make sure you grab them right now. Don't wait until like spring to get them because they'll be gone by then. And so now we're gonna head to Lowe's to check out houseplants. And I haven't been plant shopping in a long time, so I'm kind of like giving myself a grace. If I find a plant that I like in this Lowe's, I would buy it, but I have a budget of $20. And I also have a limitation of the plant cannot be bigger than a 4-inch pot because it is for one of my hexagon shelves, my beehive plant shelf in my home office room that doesn't have a plant, especially now that I've taken out like the Christmas decor. It is missing a plant in there, so I want a plant for it. So we'll see what house plants they have. It has been snowing, as many of us have experienced here in the US. A lot of snow the past couple of weeks, and everything has just melted. Where I figured within like the last couple of days, especially yesterday when everything has melted, the weather is finally like almost spring like. Actually today is like about 70 degrees. I imagine the plants that they were supposed to get over during that time didn't get delivered or they held off on it, and now it's delivered and hopefully unpacked, and we'll see good house plants in this Lowe's, and let's see what they have. So their garden center is still closed, but their houseplant section is indoors, so we'll probably see some plants.
So this is the Lowe's that I typically find the good plants. Whenever I share with you like great finds, it's usually from this Lowe's. So let's see what they have right now. So immediately they have their large potted plants, the snake plant, the rubber trees. Ooh, they have a cat.
ZZ
And
plant,
this ZZ plant,
monstera,
monsteras, and this
ooh,
alocasia,
alocasia,
huge ones.
some really nice
And
rubber
the rubber
trees.
trees,
These
they
are
have multiple
swaying,
plants
but
in one
might
pot,
have to do a
which is
voiceover.
great if you want to separate
There's
them
a
out.
large
This
ZZ
large
plant,
ZZ
another
alocasia, but a
alocasia.
different kind, or like
There's
elephant
some
ear. And this one costs about like
you
$40,
know,
which
plantiful
I
shrubs.
believe before it was only about 30.
So
So
for
that's
$40,
inflation
it's
for
so
you.
large, but
And they have birds of paradise as
remember
well.
that
They
was
do
like
have two plants in the
$30
pot, like I
before.
said. So it might
Now
be
it's
like
like
worth it for
birds
you
of
to pay that
paradise.
price and separate the plants. So you can have multiple
Hello,
plants, and here are more of the alocasia,
parlor forms.
majesty palm, and more birds of paradise. So let's check out the rest of the
Ooh,
house plants. They
as
do have
well.
seeds here
And you
too.
can get them here.
You can get them
Not
here
yet
too as well.
fully
It's about
priced.
like a little bit over
Once you like get
$2. Some of
accepted,
them are
but
$3. But like
like
I
I said, the
the
Dollar
dollar
Tree
store ones work
grow
just
just
as
as fine.
fine. They grow as fine,
So
at least in my experience. But of course, those have more variety. And here in the clearance section, let's see if they have anything good. I'm not seeing any really. There's this Stratuscantia. Oh, and they have this
clearance.
shingling plant, which now is in
Pretty
clearance.
much in clearance, but they have
This
this.
used to be such a coveted plant, but I don't know. I was never really interested in it, and even now that's in clearance, I still, I don't really
They have
like it. And
here
this calathea, this
Calathea.
dracaenas, and I
That's
don't even know what that is.
usually
But
about
those are the prices in
$50.
clearance. Typically, it's around 50% off for those plants. And here's a bromeliad. And here we have some more Majesty palms, Birds of Paradise, ZZs, and this Dracaena. I really like this one, this variegated one. It looks very pretty. I like how variegated this is, and they have like the green and green version as well. But I do like the white variegated ones a bit more, or a lot more than green ones. And more bromeliads. Who buys these bromeliads? Be honest, because I always see them and I don't know who buys them. And this one are on sale usually for $20. They're now priced at around 15. So you have here the not a tetrasperma. Maybe it is a tetrasperma or it's the blue Baltic. I get them confused now. And here's another type of Dracaena. It is the year of the dragon. So if you want to get a Dracaena plant, this is the year to do so. And I like this one. This one's really good, especially when they grow really big. And succulents for any occasion. Succulents are pretty, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't have good track records for them. But I really like them, especially the pink ones that look like a rosette, like that one. I really like those. So they're very great for Valentine's Day. So I might have something coming up with succulents. So watch out for that. And yes, there's some more down here. There's some more cactus. And look at this one. This one's actually really pretty. It's very prickly, but I like the icy blue color of it. And burrow's tail. And I think I found one that has a snail on it. So I don't know if that's considered a houseplant pass, but I don't think it's good for it either. So it has like some more of the ectrovarias, succulents, and this yucca plant. And this is the Baltic blue. This is, yeah, this one's the Baltic blue. I've always see this also. I don't think that popped off the way people thought it would. So I always see them. And this pothos in this really nice planter. This is the Burleson Jade pothos, and this one is a Marantha, I believe. I never really got into this plant. And the Stromathe, which I still stand by, is a lot better or looks better than a pink versus philodendron. And this one, a heartleaf philodendron, always a good plant to have, like the golden pothos. And it also comes in this really nice planter. Life Trends has been really like killing it when it comes to their planters, and also Urban Jungle. This is also all from Urban Jungle, these hanging planters. So the plants in them is often common, but honestly, the planter alone makes them worth it. And here's a marble queen pothos, very variegated, almost like a snow queen pothos. And here you have some more plants in nice planters and hanging plants. I don't know who buys these creeping plants, to be honest. But here are some more sago palms. I actually like those sago palms. And some 4-inch plants. A lipstick plant that I haven't seen in a while. People often mistake this for a Hoya, but it's a lipstick plant. And here you got the philodendron Brazil, one in nice planter and one in just in a regular pot, but with more plants. And here's the kitty again.
I got an iced matcha latte from Starbucks. And I just left Lowe's, check out the house plants. They were restocked and they had some pretty good plants, but nothing really new or exciting. But when I was about to leave, like resolved, I'm not gonna buy anything. I did see the plant that I do want to get, which was the Cebu Blue Pothos. And if you didn't know, I lost my Cebu Blue Pothos last year. I did throw it away because it was just suffering from pest infestations the whole year, that for me it wasn't worthwhile keeping it. So I was just like, throw it away, buy a new one. And this is the second time I saw a Cebu Blue Pothos in store, when normally it is quite rare to see a Cebu Blue Pothos in my local Lowe's. So I was tempted to get it. It's kind of the right size. It did come in like a really nice hanging planter, and it's for $15. But I was kind of like, since it's the second time I saw a Cebu Blue Pothos, maybe I'll luck out again and see another one and maybe find it for cheaper. Maybe just in like a regular nursery pot that didn't come with a hanging planter. Because like I said, I'm just going to put it in my hexagon planter, my hexagon plant shelf, and I don't need the hanging planter that comes with it. So I feel like it's a waste of money to get it with the planter, even though the planter was nice. They also had like a Mykins philodendron, which I also no longer have, which that one was actually pretty nice. But I have a philodendron melanochrysum growing at home, so maybe not. And then they also had like a Syndapsis plant, exotica, and they even had silvery Ann, but it was kind of like, or maybe just an Argerias, but it wasn't looking too good, so I didn't get it. Plus, I still do have the exotica. Granted, it is staying with my sister, but I still do have an exotica, and I do have the silver lady. So I didn't feel like getting another Syndapsis plant. So that's why I kind of like pass on them. But I feel like because I kind of like want to, if I'm gonna get a plant, it got to be something that I really, really want, not just because oh it's a good deal or it's a good price or I found it when I normally don't see it always. Because that's how I used to buy plants before, but now since I have a more smaller plant collection and super curated plant collection at this point, I mean through by choice and also not by choice because I did lose a lot of plants from last year, either died, sold, or whatnot. So I'm just trying to keep my plant collection small and also very manageable just so that I can still enjoy my plants and not be stressed out about them. So, but yeah, I'm on a hunt for a new plant, but I just don't know which one to get. So if you have any suggestions of what is kind of like the latest craze plant nowadays, because I'm honestly out of the loop, if you could want to let me know what is kind of like your favorite plant at the moment or your wish list plant at the moment, let me know. Maybe I'll see it, maybe I'll like it as well and add it to my plant collection. And that's it for this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like it, please give me a thumbs up and comment below. And if you're new here, please do subscribe. I come up with home and garden content as well as the occasional travel vlogs, personal vlogs here and there. And if you haven't seen it yet, go check out my Hawaii vlogs. Until next time. But until then, take care of yourself and each other and have a plantiful day. Bye.